Hey, hello everyone, welcome back. In the last video, we mastered AWS CLI profiles and learned how to manage multiple AWS accounts from the terminal. Now that our CLI is fully configured, it's time to do something new. Launch a real EC2 instance entirely from the command line. No AWS console needed. Make sure you have watched previous lectures video to understand how to use terminal to create a new EC2 instance. So I have already configured my AWS PowerShell console, and let me show you that. If I use this command, it will show me which user is configured for this command line interface. So I have the user created AWS CLI, which is configured in my PowerShell console using the AWS configure command to give me the data. Okay, now my PowerShell and my computer is communicating to the AWS console using the command line interface with this account. Now, in the today's video, you will understand the key parameter needed to launch an EC2 instance. Find the latest Amazon Lineage 2 AMI ID using the CLI. Launch an instance with the run instance command, and then we will see describe and filter instances with some the more describe and instances command. Okay. Now let me show you the basic step. Like when you want to launch the EC2 instances, what is the primary parameter that you have to pass, right? So if I go here, currently there is no instance in my AWS console. Okay, I click on the launch button. I have to give the name. Okay, but that is optional. That is not a mandatory. Here, application and the OS image, Amazon machine Linux image, and the important part here that we have to look for the AMI ID. So currently, whenever we are launching any EC2 using the console, we don't have to look for the AMI ID, but that is very much important in the command line interface because the AMI ID is a unique for each AMI, which is called as a template also in the VMware world, right? So that template have the unique name, and with that unique ID, we can identify that the template, and then we can use that for the machine deployment. Now, rest of the setting will remain the same, right? The architecture is based on the EMI, like what architecture it can support to. Then instance type is a parameter that is a important one, where which instance type we have to use for our deployment. Now we are using for the free tier account, so I'll be using the T2 micro, but based on your requirement, you can change it to that. Now key pair, again, we have created a key pair SI take 01, but you can proceed without a key pair as well. So it is not a mandatory, but yeah, you can give if you really want to give that. Okay. Now you can create a new security group as well as you can select the existing one. Okay, so I already have that created in my account. I'll be using that. Okay, so this is also parameter we have to pass like while creating a instance. And then configuration is a by default one, so we don't have to give anything unless we want to add additional or we want to change the size of the storage. And then if I hit launch instance button, it will start creating the instance, but I just want to create instance using the power CLI, right? So I'll cancel that step. I'll open the you know here the PowerShell console, and then we will start giving the command, because first we have to identify the image. Okay, so what command we can use to get that? So there is a command. So before we go into the command, right, I just want to show you that whenever you are struggling with the command or you want to get what command we can use, right, there is a AWS CLI command reference that you can use for your references. And then here, as we are working on a EC2, so let me find EC2, and then there is a module called EC2. We'll click on that, and then inside that we will get the more command description, right? We will get more option how we can use this command and what are the options is available. So everything you can check here, but you should have the basic understanding and the basic knowledge, like if I want to create like EC2 instance, then what are the parameter is needed, and then how can I search that, right? So here, generally, as we are trying to find out the EMI ID, right? So there is a command describe image. So we have to use that, right? So let me find out that. Okay. So describe image. I'll go here. Okay, and this is the proper command, and then after that we just have to use the available parameter. So here this is a command describe image, and inside that we can use so many filters. Okay, and with that we can identify the image. So let me scroll down. There is an example also. It is given by the Amazon that how to use this command. Okay, so this is example one. You can use the Amazon EC to describe images, and then it is giving the filter that okay, search in this region and then search with this AMI ID. Okay, and then it will give the output like this. Okay, so for example, we'll use the same. Only one thing to remember, we have to remove the backslash and we have to use the backtick button because we are using the PowerShell, and this is for the bash script. So we are not using the bash script right now. Okay, we are using the PowerShell, so we have to tweak somewhere. Okay, so let me open the PowerShell. Let me give this command. I'll give the backtick. Okay, so backtick means what PowerShell now think that this command is not completed, and when we hit enter, it will take us to the new line. If I hit enter, then you can see here, it is not giving me any error because it knows that the command is not completed, and then it is giving me the option to write down the new line. So let me write down the new line hyphen region and then US hyphen east one. Okay. Again, I'll give the backtick button here. So, I'll get the, okay, let me delete this because I'm working on AP South one. AP otherwise the EMI ID will not be matched. Okay, so that is the problem that we have. AMI ID is a different for each region and each account, so it is a unique, as I said, right? So here I'll give the image ID and then AMI, right? So let me go to the console. Let me click on this. Okay, so this is the AMI ID, right? Let me copy it and paste. Now, this time I'm not giving the backtick button because I want to, end the command here. If I hit enter, it will know that okay, now this command is ended here, and I have to give the output. And you can see here it is giving me the the name, image location, the image ID, EMI ID that we had given, and the creation date. When it is created on 16 February. So it is the updated one, the latest with the whatever the security update may have been released till the time it is updated on this image. Okay, so owner ID is this one. Generally, this ID belongs to Amazon, so it is a Amazon one only. Okay, and there are so many parameter it collects. Device name, the volume type, and what is the volume size of this AMI. So whenever you are launching EC2 instances, you cannot reduce the size uh, of that instances because the default volume size of this EMI is 8 GB. So if you want to create or reduce the size, even it is not consumed totally, right, you cannot reduce that. So you have to keep minimum 8 GB for this, and then rest everything will be same. Now, the description you can see here, Amazon Linux Tutor EMI, right? HBM Kernel 6.1. So it is coming from here. Okay. So this is a description we can see here, right? And now we can do the reverse lookup to identify this AMI from this description as well. Okay. So we have to use some command and some parameter, right? So let me copy this. Let me show you how you can go in a reverse order and then find the AMI. Okay. So let me cancel this command here. Okay. AWS. Now here I'm giving the owner as a filter and I'm saying Amazon. You can give the owner ID as well because uh, that was the output right here. Where is that? Okay, owner ID. So you can give that owner ID as also as a filter. Okay, and then I'm going to apply the actual filter here to identify that EMI. Okay, so filter, then name is equal to, we have to find with the description, right? Now from where we are getting it, right? So let me go to the Amazon console, and then we can see here this filter is currently coming here from this one. Okay, so let me find out the proper filter only. Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, so here is the hyperneper filter, and here is the list, like what the filter we are using, that all the description is also given here. So we are going to use the description. So what it is giving, the description of the image provided during the image creation. So with this filter, whatever the value we are going to give, that will give us the output based on the input that we are giving. So let me go here again. Okay, description, and then I have to provide the values. Okay, is equal to uh, now let me, and if I hit enter, it should give me the output. Okay, perfect. And here you can see here, right? This time we didn't provided the EMI ID. We only provided a filter that is required for us to find that image. And why it is important, to give the filter in a different way, because the EMI ID, as I said, right, it is unique, and while creating a EC2 instances, we have to provide the image ID only, right? So that is the reason. Uh, Whenever we are creating EC2 instances, we have to first find the right EMI for our EC2 instance deployment, and based on the filter we can just get the same target. Okay, so we have got the target. Now we'll move here, and we'll try to run the EC2 instance deployment command. Okay, so let me cancel this one. Okay, so to now create a EC2 instance, there is a command run instances. Okay, so we'll go here. Currently we are in a describe image, right? We have done with this. Now let me go back to EC2, and now I'll find the run hyphen instance. Okay, so this is the command which is used to create an instance. Okay, you can see here, launches the specified number of instances using the EMI for which you have the permission. Okay, and then there will be so many options that we can use. Okay, so the parameter what we were searching is the EMI image ID, right? Image ID, it means nothing but the EMI ID that we had given, and the instance type, that also we have to give as a value, right? And then so many details are here. Let's go down if there is any examples given. Okay, image ID is a string where we have to give this. Okay, and then instance type as a string we have to use, and this is the available option, right? So we are going to use T2 micro, which is the freeware. I guess we lost the example or what exactly. Let me find. Okay. So here it is shortcut, right? Yeah, you can go there and you can find that. Okay, awesome. So we have the this command already given here. So if you want, we can use the same one or we can type the another. But let's go for the same one what we have right now. Okay. So let me go to here. Okay, in the console. As I said, right, it is showing red mark because the backslash is not acceptable in the PowerShell and we have to use the backtick. Okay, so let me replace that character. Okay, perfect. Now AWS is to run instances, then AMI image ID. So what image ID we have? This is the image ID, right? We are going to use copy. Okay, this is the instance type t2.micro, then key near si take 01. Okay, then security group, right? T group hyphen IDs. Oh, sorry, I haven't given the backtick here, right? And that is the reason it was showing in a rate. So this is how you have to identify the errors, guys. And then here we are giving the count, right? I don't want to launch an a number of instances. Backtick here, perfect. So our command is ready. Okay, so we haven't given the the region here, and that we can also give while creating instance, so it will know that where it is creating. Okay, but as I said, this AMI is unique and it will be only available here in the AP South one. Okay, so if I change region here, so let me show you that. So here it is ending with the 498F5, right? If I change it to US East 1, the same AMI ID is AMI number will be different. Okay, we are in the same Amazon Linux machine, the same kernel version, but here you can see the AMI changed. Okay, and that is the reason. Currently, our console is configured on AP South one. So as per the AP South one, this is the AMI ID, and if we try to launch the EC2 instance in any other region, then this AMI will not get it, and then it will fail. Okay, so everything is set. Now I will click on the run button and will monitor the console. So let me go here in Mumbai. Let me open this. Okay, awesome. What it is showing me? Okay, it initiated the command. Okay, EMI launch 0. 0 means like we get launched only one single instance. EMI ID, we use this one, and this is the instance ID, guys. Okay, so we are getting the instance ID and we will try to match it with our command console. Okay, 9053. Okay, so if I go here and if I go, we are in AP South one, right? If I go in the instances, then you can see here 9053. Okay, it have launched the instance with T2 micro, that the parameter that we had given here, right? Okay, now we will try to see how EC2, how we can describe the EC2 instances, because we already have the name, right? No, the name is here, the ID. Okay, copy. And I want the more information with the command line. So how to get that information? We have to use the AWS EC2. Okay. Now we were using the describe image command right here to find the. Let me go here. Okay. So we were using the Amazon EC to describe image, okay? But now we want to describe instance, right? Because we want to get the more information about the instance, what whether it is running, whether it is not running, what is the AMI ID, and everything we want to get. So we have to use the module accordingly, okay? So here we were using the run instances. So I'll go back because now my work is done. I'll go to AC2 again. Find describe hyphen instances. Okay, and here describe instances, and let's go to example, and here we have the example. Okay, so I'll use the same command. Okay, maybe let me. Okay, so AWS C2 describe instances, and then I just want to run in the single lines, right? So I don't have to give the back take or backslash, nothing. Instance hyphen IDs, and then I can paste the instance ID name. Okay, and if I hit enter, then it will give me the the information about that. See here. Okay, so this is the reservation. The parent folder, we can say. Then there is a group if we have added anything, and this is the instance information. Okay, so it will repeat if there are multiple instances matching with the the command what you are given, but currently we have given only the single instance. So uh, the image ID that the EMI it is launched from, right, 98 F5 that we had given, and instance ID, this is the one what we had given here. The instance type T2 micro, and the key name SI-01 launch time when we had launched this instance. So this is how if you give the describe hyphen instance command, it will give you the all the information available that. And if you there are so many things that you can do with describe command. If you want to check how many instances are running in my particular region, then you can apply the filters and give the output in a table format, and that I will show you in the next video. So if you have any doubt about this topic, then please put that in a comment box and I'll try to answer that. Okay, let me show you that our instance is ready or not. In the next video, we will try to see how to stop the instances with the command line, how to start. And if you have any other requirement as well, guys, please put that in a comment box, and then I'll try to get that done in the next video. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you very much.